A Ukrainian soldier launched a 120mm mortar shell toward a basement sheltering Russian soldiers. The strike left no reported survivors. This Russian unit is in a compromised marching formation, which leaves it at significant tactical risk. A Russian soldier was spotted in the forest hiding among the fallen. He tried to cover himself with branches and lay in a shallow pit, hoping not to be noticed, but reconnaissance was precise. A drone carrying drop munitions was sent. The first strike visibly incapacitated him, yet he was still moving. A second strike left him further injured, but he continued to crawl. Finally, a third precise strike left him unable to continue. The persistence of the drone operators ensured no opposing force remained a threat. Behind bushes and branches, scouts noticed another lone Russian moving toward their positions. His mistake was clear: he had been detected. An FPV drone approached and struck very close to him, causing severe injuries. The first hit was not enough, so a second drone was launched to ensure the engagement was concluded. This demonstrates the determination of Ukrainian operators, ensuring that every engagement is fully completed. Near the Ukrainian front line, 3 Russian soldiers were concealed among the trees. An FPV drone located them and struck with precision. The action was so swift that they had no chance to move before being neutralized. In another video, a Ukrainian drone is shown searching for a Russian position. A soldier was present there along with some military equipment. The FPV drone quickly completed the operation, leaving no opportunity for response. Ukrainian aerial scouts from the Birds of Malady Brigade spotted a Russian soldier hiding near the ruins of a destroyed building. He leaned against the wall, waiting or seeking cover from danger. Coordinates were quickly transmitted, and an FPV drone was launched. The drone steadily approached its target. Hearing the buzzing sound, the Russian began to run across a field covered with tall grass, but the vegetation slowed him down. In desperation, he threw his weapon in an attempt to distract the drone, but it did not help. The FPV drone struck him directly, proving once again that there is little chance of escape from Ukrainian technology in the sky. In the Pokers direction, a lone Russian soldier was spotted. He carried no weapon or equipment, likely a deserter from the front. Realizing a drone was observing from above, he began to run. After a prolonged attempt to escape, exhaustion forced him to stop and rest. At that moment, the drone released its payload directly onto him. What do you think about these drone strikes? 14.9.2028 The FPV drone scans the area, searching for a target. It moves through abandoned Russian trenches, sweeping the terrain. After a brief search, a Russian soldier appears on its radar. Unable to react in time, the soldier is swiftly neutralized by the drone. Behind bushes and branches, scouts noticed another lone Russian moving toward his positions. His mistake was clear: he had been detected. An FPV drone approached and detonated very close to him. The first strike was not enough, so a second drone was launched to complete the mission. This demonstrates the determination of Ukrainian operators, ensuring that every mission is fully carried out. Hidden deep in a pine forest, the Russians attempted to conceal an artillery system, but its wide entrance revealed its location. The first FPV drone flew directly into the structure, damaging the equipment inside. Moments later, a second drone repeated the maneuver, eliminating what remained. This demonstrates how Ukrainian drones are capable of neutralizing even carefully hidden heavy weapons. Look, here is one of the FPV drone ambushes we mentioned earlier. Russian soldiers keep falling into these traps again and again. Ukrainian forces continue their attacks on Russian positions using FPV drones. Soldiers who didn't even realize what was happening became targets one by one. Ukrainian birds of MWA drone pilots reportedly neutralized around 28 Russian soldiers with precise FPV strikes. Russian troops on the front line were left without logistical support, exhausted and unable to mount effective resistance, making them vulnerable to drone attacks. The operation not only reduced Russian manpower but also further demoralized their frontline units. Each strike demonstrates how Ukraine's FPV drone tactics continue to dominate the battlefield, leaving no safe place for Russian forces. With the arrival of summer, the Russian army attempts to infiltrate Ukrainian front lines with infantry on foot, taking advantage of the dense green grass that covers the land. During these months, soldiers try to use the seasonal cover as camouflage. Here is one such moment. A Russian infantryman attempts to crawl and hide in the tall grass. Without careful observation, he is nearly impossible to spot. On the front line, an FPV drone locks onto a solitary figure, a Russian soldier standing motionless in the open, almost statue-like. Within seconds, the drone adjusts its course and dives toward the target with pinpoint accuracy. The strike is sudden, leaving no time to react. This brief encounter highlights both the vulnerability of exposed positions and the precision of modern unmanned systems. In today's battles, even a moment of stillness on the field can become a critical mistake, swiftly exploited by drone operators monitoring every move from above.